Hey guys, awesome. I think we're on. So hopefully this video works. So I just wanted to thank you guys for reaching out to me and let me know I had no sound. I'm assuming my microphone might have been off when I did the video that I shared with you guys this morning. So sorry about that. And hopefully now we can have a video with sound. So I just wanted to introduce myself. I think all of you know me, but I have am course your future sales director, Amanda Coble. And thank you for just watching this and taking some time to hear where we're at and what our future holds with Mary Kay, which is really exciting. So I just ask you that you watch this when you cannot have distractions, like watch it in your car on your way home to work, or watch it tonight for 10 minutes instead of scrolling on Facebook. But at the end, I'm going to share a password because this is really important to me, and it's important that I get my message across and that you guys understand what it takes for me as your future leader, but also the team role that each of you play in this part right now that we're working towards. So so I'm going to share a password at the very end. So if you could just shoot me a text at the very end when I share the password, that would be great, and that's how I'll know that you watched. So so thank you guys for just taking your time. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. So I am so excited because we have some really big news happening right now for March. So of course, many of you know that the goal has been for our team to become a unit and go into qualifications to become a unit. And so I just wanted to thank you if you were a part of the kind of like VIP 10 to get our team into qualifications. And so we are officially in qualifications with Mary Kay, which means I have submitted a commitment letter to the company saying I am committed to stepping up into a leadership position, and our team is committed to doing the work and becoming a unit within the area. And so so it's a huge big deal. We will actually be the first in York County to debut in over 5 years, and we will be the youngest team as well. Like, we've been in I started my business only 4.5 years ago. So we will be the youngest team that's come together to debut as a unit, which is so awesome. So this is a huge big deal. Stuff like this doesn't happen every year in Mary Kay in this area. And so huge bragging rights. And I just wanted to thank you guys. If I could just shout out really quick, those top 11, we have 11 ladies that pushed us into qualifications. So we are in qualifications right now. And I'll be sharing about that in a minute. But Grace Geddes, Brandy Wilt, Tammy Bortner, Sonia, my mom, thank you. Kirsten down in Virginia, Darla Border, Heather Adamski, Melissa Vaught, Abby Davidson, and Tiana Weaver, and Denise Wildison. So thank you guys so much for being those 11. We only needed 10, but we had 11 just VIPs come out over the last couple months and push us into going into qualifications and having those first. We needed at least 10 active to go into qualifications. So thank you guys, because many of you have been with me through my journey over the last 3 or 4 years. And so I just wanted to thank you for your loyalty and sticking through and just seeing the vision and the belief. I just appreciate that because we're totally in this together. And so I just wanted to thank you for that and just being team players. So for those of you that might not be in that top 11 and those 11 active, it's totally cool because we need you now. We totally need you now. And my message is to you. So if you're inactive or you haven't placed an order in over 6 months, you can play a part in us finishing our qualifications. And so the goal is to debut as the Livicated Ladies unit on April 1st. So my goal is for us to be a 1-month normal, and how exceptional for us to work toward that. Number one, I have a baby on the way in 6 weeks, could be sooner. And you know, the coolest thing is our business mentor, our future senior sales director, Danielle Lunsford, over about 5 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, debuted as a sales director and became a unit in 1 month. And she also earned her car in 1 month. So it is totally fitting that we work towards this and that we finish it, because we totally have the numbers to make it happen. So, so April 1st is the goal, and I want to share what it's going to take activity-wise and what that might look like over the next month. Between myself and as a team. And so number one thing to know is we have 11 active, and so we need 13 more active to have 24 active. We have to finish with 24 active team members. And so these are my personal team members as well as yours. And so I am committed this month to adding 6 personal team members, which means as a team, where you guys come into play is we need to add 7 then. So we need to add 7 to get that 13 total as a team. And so I am just looking for women on our team that want to step up and take a promotion. And the coolest thing is I'm not asking you guys to kind of do the work and share the Mary Kay opportunity, because I'm sure many of you don't exactly know what to say, which is fine. But that's part of my job, and part of Danielle's job is to help you with that training and help you with what to say. And so sharing the Mary Kay opportunity is not like, hey, we make 50%, like you should join my team, or hey, this bag's $100, you should join my team. That's all well and great, but sharing the Mary Kay opportunity is a little bit more in depth, and I don't want you guys to stress about it. It's just you're going to be sharing people with me and with Danielle that you would love to have on your team. And so, you know, really to make that happen, to see 13 people join our team in the month of March, we need to be sharing the Mary Kay opportunity total with 65 people. And so I'm committed to 25 of those so I can get the 6 personal. And so we're looking at about 40 interviews. And so I am looking for 6 women to say, you know what, I will commit to this. I will commit to sharing the opportunity with 6 people this month, and you become a Pearl Girl. So I'm looking for 6 women to become Pearl Girls in March. So you earn pearl earrings and a pearl bracelet just for sharing the Mary Kay opportunity. And this is what an interview is. An interview is watching a video on the Synergy Superstars website and submitting feedback, and Danielle or I following up with them. The other way is doing a coffee chat. So if someone has been asking you a couple questions about the Mary Kay opportunity and has just been curious, or you think like she's really sweet, I'd love to like introduce her to Mary Kay. We just sit down for 30 minutes at Starbucks or Panera, and we share about Mary Kay and offer it to her. And if not, she stays your awesome customer. And then the third way we can get these 65 interviews as a whole is by bringing guests to Monday Night Live. And so you will see in the email that I sent out this morning, there was a calendar that has in the Monday Night Live events coming up for March. And so if you just brought 2 guests to each event coming up, you would have your 6 interviews done. Okay, so it's that simple. So when we just break it down and we work together as a team, this is totally, totally doable, and I could not be more excited because I know that we're ready to step into being a unit in the top 1% of Mary Kay. I know that we have the capabilities, we have the women who can make this happen. And just to show the community, it's a big deal within the community as well, just the impact and the influence that we can all make together. And so that's what I am so excited about, and I'm excited to help you guys win, because When you're not winning, I'm not winning. And so together, you know, we can really achieve more when we work together and we're winning together. And so the other thing just to help you guys focus and track and look at the activity, okay? So again, we need to finish with 24 active team members by April 1st or March 31st. Everything needs to be in. And this is going, so how you're going to get the interviews is people you know and things like that, but it's also going to be people that you're meeting at your parties and people you're meeting at your facials. So I'm really asking for some commitment, and it's going to take intention and it's going to take focus, but that's why I want to share it now. And that way you guys can really look at and plan out when you want to hold your parties and things like that. And if you're like, Amanda, you know, I want to be a part of this goal, but I've never held a party. I've never done a sharing appointment. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that looks like. That's totally fine, because that's what I'm here for. You know, I just need you to introduce me to the women in your life, because you have a totally different circle than Susie has, than I have, than Mary has. And so if you're like super nervous for that, but you want to be a part of a goal, then reach out to me and say, you know, I have some girls in mind, but I just don't know where to start. And so I can help you with that. I'm totally committed to helping you guys with your parties, and I know Danielle is as well. And so we can really tag team those. And of course, bringing guests to the Monday Night Live is the perfect opportunity where you can sit back and you can watch. You don't have to play a part. You just watch and you see us pamper your guests, which is the best thing. I always say, I always love doing that, because you get to sit there and relax and learn, and I'm doing the work, or Danielle's doing the work. So it's really cool. So, you know, the activity in the faces, what that's going to look like is 140 team faces. And I have this all broken down for you guys. So hopefully my board is not like backwards and you guys can see it. Let me check this. So I just want to thank you guys. Okay, so 140 team faces. So I'm going to be tracking this. So every time you guys see a face, I'm going to put a smiley face on the board. And by March 31st, we're going to have 140 smiley faces on this board, and it's going to look crazy. That's why we're calling it March Madness. And so again, if I see 50 faces, that leaves 90 total faces for through the team. And so that would be just 4 of you committing to holding 5 parties of 5 people in the month of March. And that's just about 1 party a week and about 2 to 3 hours of work. And of course, when we see 65 team interviews, we do that as a team. I'm going to put green hearts on the board, and we're going to be tracking. And at the March 31st, we're going to have 65 hearts on this board. Okay. And then, of course, this is, you know, where I'm tracking our new team members that we're adding, and what you guys are making happen. So really fun thing, as you guys are doing interviews, you're seeing faces and all that. You're going to be adding people to your team. You're going to be having skincare sales, which is going to lead to the residual income of Mary Kay, which is your reorders, and maximizing out this amazing opportunity of making some extra income. And so, you know, like myself, I'm working towards taking Bryn to Colorado for his birthday, and I know Nalissa is working toward paying her student loans and her car loan, and I know Heather excuse me, Heather is working toward paying her student loan and saving for that awesome apartment she's getting in May. And so I know all of you have different things you might be working toward, or maybe you just want fun shoe and nail money. But I want you to know that no matter what part you play, big or small, that you are a huge part of us becoming the Livicated Ladies unit. Even if it's you place your active order, you really do play a big part in us debuting in 1 month and breaking a record. We would be tying the record international area with Danielle, and it's pretty awesome and exciting. So when you add a new team member this month, part of our March Madness is, and you saw in the email, there is an envelope system. And so Danielle has this awesome board that when you add a new team member, you pick a number on the board. So if you pick number 5, and in number 5 is cash, you get the cash inside, but so does your new team member. How awesome is that? So Brandy, if Brandy adds a new team member in March, or she adds 3 new team members, she gets to pick 3 different numbers off the board, and her team members also get that prize. So there's cash in there. There might be a rebate on a starter kit. There might be a spring bundle. There might be gift cards to Panera and Starbucks, and there might be some business supplies and things like that inside those envelopes. So just a super little fun incentive as you guys, as you know, we're all working towards this goal as a team. And so I just wanted to thank you guys for your time and just being Livicated. And I want you to know that the Livicated Ladies is, you know, it takes that, it brings positivity. It takes dead out of the word dedicated, and to live. You know, we take dead out of the word dedicated and it becomes livicated. And so it means when we are committed to a particular movement. And so I just want to ask you guys to commit to this movement right now that we are making happen in Mary Kay. We're breaking records here in York County and here in our national area and within the company and stepping into the top 1%. So thank you for being Livicated Ladies. And the password I want you to text me is DREAM. So it's just DREAM to 717-881-2281. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. And of course, be adding your parties to the calendar that I shared in the email from this morning. And you guys can check out more details on what's happening for the month of March in the email. So have an awesome, awesome Thursday. And thank you guys for your time.